Talking about the extreme cold and staying safe quite a bit the last few weeks. Kids may act like the cold really doesn't bother them. Some of them insisting going out without a coat on, but don't let them fool you. Kids feel the cold the same way we do, and they actually lose more body heat more quickly. Joining us now from Children's Hospital is ER physician Dr. Katie Stordahl. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Let's talk about this in terms of weather-related injuries and accidents. Are we seeing any increases at Children's Hospital?
We actually haven't. I think that that's been more in the elderly population in East Tennessee. We've been seeing the traditional diseases for January: colds, flu, strep, and vomiting illnesses.
And despite the rumors or myths out there, old wives' tales, the cold really doesn't make our children sick with the flu or a cold.
It absolutely doesn't. What we get colds from is hand contact, sneezing, and coughing.
Good advice. Parents need to remember that. But the cold obviously is still a concern. Tomorrow morning we're talking temperatures possibly as low as 7 degrees out there. Kids at the bus stop. What do parents really need to think about? Because bundling up just isn't enough. You have to bundle up with the right things and the right layers.
Right, and you want multiple layers. Cotton is not very warm, so I wouldn't recommend that. Fleece is warm, wool is warm, synthetic materials are warm. Down is very warm unless it's wet, and then it loses all of its warmth. So you wouldn't want to put that on your child if there's a potential for rain.
Is there a time period that parents should really be worried about? Because some people say anything over 10 minutes or 5 minutes, and maybe parents can stay and keep the kids in the car. Is that a good idea if possible?
Well, they absolutely could. They'll stay much warmer and probably be happier that way. But there's not a specific time. As long as your child is well bundled up, they've got a hat on because you lose so much heat from your head, and good gloves and good waterproof shoes, usually they're going to be fine.
As we said when we were beginning this segment here, a lot of kids will say, I don't need the coat, Mom. Come on, I feel great. If your child goes outside and you start to see them acting a little bit differently, what should you be looking for in terms of being concerned that maybe the cold weather is something more than them just being a little bit cold?
Yeah, we've all seen frostnip, where you get the red nose or the red fingertips. That's very common. Frostbite is different. It's hard and waxy. Your skin actually looks white. It doesn't hurt. It feels very numb and cold. And if you see that, you need to see a doctor right away.
What is the biggest mistake parents make when they think their child needs to be warmed up really quickly? What is the worst thing a parent does?
I think oftentimes they will put children in front of direct heat sources, so they'll put them right in front of a fireplace. Whereas what you really want to do is warm, not hot water, which can be burning. You can submerge a hand in that if the hand's gotten cold, or feet, for 20 to 30 minutes. Then wrap them up in a good warm blanket. Getting wet clothes off immediately is one of the most important steps to getting warm. And if you don't have warm water, you can use body heat.
Keeping dry is key. Real quickly, hot chocolate, hot beverages, a good idea to warm them up a little bit on the inside as well?
Absolutely, that's a great idea. Anything warm, if you're getting warm from the inside, you're going to feel that on your extremities, like your hands and your feet too.
All right, Dr. Stordahl, some valuable information as we continue in this cold weather. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.